Yo, what's up, guys? It's Troy D. Welcome back to the channel. Troy D 24/7 Mall on point reviews all day, every day. We're back again today with a real versus clone comparison. All honest, no hype. This is gonna be interesting, and I know you guys watched the Leighton video, Leighton versus Royal Chariot Attar. Well, we got another one today, and this one is gonna be King of Judea Attar by Dua. King of Judea Attar. And if you know something about Christianity, you know who that guy was that was King of Judea back then, and that's none other than Herid. King Herid. That was pretty creative, Herid, King of Judea. That's cool. All right. So Dua's King of Judea Attar versus Herid by Parfums de Marly. But the Parfums de Marly, just FYI, it's a horse. Herid is actually a thoroughbred horse, so just FYI. But it's a pretty nifty way to spin it around. So, King of Judea Attar, inspired fragrance versus the real deal. Herid by Parfums de Marly. We're gonna go at it today. We're gonna go talk about these two fragrances, and I hope that at the end of the video you'll find a lot of very good info or input about this. So, before that, let's hit the music, guys. Okay, we're back, guys. So I want to thank first and foremost Jeremy, who sent me King of Judea Attar. He's the same guy that sent me Royal Chariot Attar. And then, I was actually pretty worried because I didn't have a Herid with me, but and I'm traveling. But I remembered that when I bought Sutton in the back, or Greenlee, whatever you're gonna call it, they sent me a bunch of samples, and lo and behold, there's the Herid sample. Okay, so I used the 1.25 ml all the way till the end, and I totally wore it a lot of times because I really want to, get to the bottom of this. And I know a lot of you guys are watching this. You really want to know what's the real deal. I know that because the views are up on these real versus clone comparisons, okay? So let's talk about Herid, to begin with, okay? Herid by Parfums de Marly. This one right here is a tobacco vanilla cinnamon scent that is part smoky. All right, this one right here has its own fans. Okay, there's a lot of people that really like Herid, and if you like Herid, let me know in the comments if you really like Herid. For a lot of people that it's their first time to get hit by a tobacco scent, this one right here will really knock you, boom, in a good way. All right, and for me, this was I don't have a full bottle of this simply because I have Carlisle, which I think there's some redundancy there, and when it comes to tobacco scents, I have side effect, yada yada yada. I don't feel like tobacco scents need to be replicated unless there's like a total difference. But mostly, once you get a good tobacco, dude, stick with it. And Herid is one of those good tobaccos. All right, now for Herid. I will say this, that the main thing that makes Herid is that the tobacco here is pretty harsh in the beginning. Okay, it's in a way it's like a cigar almost. It's almost like a cigar, an unlit cigar. It is quite strong, harsh in the beginning, and it has labdanum too. Okay. And the vanilla and the cinnamon really develops in Herid as well, beautifully. However, the thing with Herid, guys, is that it has black pepper and cloves, which make it ultra masculine, maybe even slightly animalic. And then the incense and the smoke really pull it back into like the man zone. You know what I mean? I have tried different like tobacco scents, and a lot of them basically start harsh and then they become sweet. And you would expect that with Herid, but because it's a PDM, obviously right when it's about to turn super sweet or even floral, in this case with osmanthus, you will get the pepper and the cloves kind of pull you back into dark man, kind of dark smoky land with the incense. And that's really my overall sensation when it comes to Herid. It maintains this masculine, spicy appeal, all right, that I don't really find with other tobacco scents. A lot of the tobacco scents will start harsh and then they will go mass pleasing, all right? Now, really quick about Herid is like the performance of this is the talk of the town, and there's a reason why you won't hear me talk a lot about performance, like so much as if I'm telling you people, hey, this is really how it performs. Why? Because when it comes to performance, it's also skin chemistry. There's also the amount of sprays. There's bias. There's people that are biased. But more importantly, I mean, to me, if you're not happy about the performance of anything, spray more, right? And I think that if you spray more and it still doesn't perform, then you got ripped off. You know what I mean? But to me, I do a standard 3 sprays, but I will say it if I think it needs more, a little bit more. Okay. Now let's talk about King of Judea Attar. Okay, or Koja, King of Judea Attar right here. This one right here opens a little bit differently. Okay. I believe that this one here was designed, and I guess that's why it's inspired. It's designed to mimic the Herid qualities, but making it into a mass pleaser for many, many people to use. Okay. How do I know that? Because the opening of this feels like the end point of Carlisle. It feels like the midpoint of Herid, where the harshness disappears, and there's almost like this hovering smell of sweetness, whether it's the vanilla, or you could even liken it to apple maybe, but there's a hovering smell out here, maybe it's vanilla, that is more sweet and spicy than the original Herid. So that's what you get. It's like whatever the midpoint of this is, that's the start, and it's like brighter, stronger, you know what I mean? You can call it honey tobacco, at least most people do. And the side of that, the honey side, is definitely very appealing. To me, this makes this more flexible than the ultra masculine Herid. Okay, and I believe that this one even has more vanilla to it. All right, what I notice is that I do not get pulled back into the smoky dark world, ultra masculine world, like what this does. Okay, and it just really beams brightly as a scent. Okay, and the floral side of Koja is stronger as well. And I think that contributes to the likability of the frag, okay? The tobacco in King of Judea Attar is not thick. It's not cigar-like. It's not hardcore. It's well blended in, okay? If Herid here had like a level 9 tobacco, I would say this one right here, King of Judea Attar, has like a 5.5, okay? And I see how the Dua lovers like this, because it is not harsh. It is blended with the sweet stuff, right? Makes this one more mass appealing. If you've never tried Herid, you never understood the PDM DNA, is more mass appealing in my opinion. But I think that for the tobacco lover, you might get disappointed with this on the opening, because that tobacco is quite weak on the opening, okay? And instead of going dark and smoky, King of Judea Attar basically continues on with this osmanthus, the floral, vanilla, again with way less tobacco than expected, almost no incense, and animalic notes. Okay, so and the thing is, guys, I reviewed like Royal Chariot Attar, and like what I noticed with Royal Chariot Attar is that it took the appealing elements of Leighton minus the spice, and that's the sucky part, and then it takes it boom into like longevity territory. This is pretty much the same here, guys, in King of Judea Attar. Whatever the mid of this Herid, it takes that and it goes all the way till the end. Okay, so that is a plus, because that is the appealing side, mass appealing side of Herid, and I believe that is an intended purpose. Okay, I think that it's not about how close they are, but I think that maybe Dua, the way they engineered it is they took the best part of this for the mass appealing side and they put it in this, and they just intended it to become like a more likable, a more often worn scent than Herid. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, so I mean, many people can't take tobacco scents. Okay, I can tell you that it's not for everybody. But I can see a lot of those people dropping their guard when it comes to the King of Judea Attar. Okay, and when it comes to like the dry down, this one still continues the way it is, and this one already changes. It's already cypriol, woods, and musk. Less of that tobacco, vanilla scent, cinnamon is not there anymore. While this one keeps beaming. So, when it comes to the you could say performance or the longevity of that part, this one outbeats this. But then again, if you really love Herid, then keep firing more sprays. You know what I mean? I think that to me, guys, like, I mean, although there are parts of these that are together, I mean, they have like sort of like different feels or vibes to it. Herid to me is a tobacco frag from PDM that hammers home a dark and masculine nature of Herid, the thoroughbred horse. I think it's hard charging. It's intended to be hard charging. Probably the most hard charging of the PDM bunch. Either it's tough to replicate this exactly, or Dua just didn't want it to be that way. Okay, both are nice, but are not super alike. Only alike in certain times of them. Certain times where you smell it. Like I said, mid of this is basically mostly this all the way to the end. Okay, but they're definitely not super alike in how the overall vibe is. Tobacco and vanilla is a great combination, and that's really what comes out in King of Judea Attar. And most detractors of Herid, they do prefer like pure Havan, which is like, I think, nicer, lighter. So maybe King of Judea Attar is fine-tuned to meet the expectations of even Herid detractors. You know what I'm saying? But I put it like this. I mean, Herid to me is like, I feel like this one right here is like, all your friends are going to like you. This one right here is for like, I don't know, like a one night stand. You know what I mean? This one is some hard charging, machismo beast. I mean, not beast in like a beastly sort of way in terms of like projection and all, but it's just the nature of this is just very dark, smoky, ultra masculine. And the tobacco here is very prevalent and very, it hits you, and then this one here is like nice, appealing, with a hint of tobacco, a little bit of tobacco vanilla scent that everybody's gonna love, but sort of on a safe zone, sort of on a safe level, that I think that when it comes to wearing it every day, you cannot go wrong with this one. I cannot wear this every day, in my opinion. I think this is like a bachelor's perfume, much like Side Effect. Side Effect, I call it the seducer because it's hard on that tobacco. But Side Effect's a totally different story. You guys can check my video. I made a video on Side Effect. But Herid, like right here, like I said, smoky, hard charging, masculine. Yes, doesn't last as long, but this one takes the middle part, more appealing part, and keeps going with it. That's what it is. Okay, that's my comparison of King of Judea Attar and Herid. I mean, they're both great. It would be nice to own both. I mean, I don't even own Herid because, like I said, redundancy. Some people own Herid and then they don't own Carlisle. For me, I've tried Carlisle, I've tried Side Effect, so I feel like there's no reason for me to own Herid at this point whatsoever. Okay, but great fragrance too. Okay. So that's it. That's my review of both. Guys, if you would like more of this and you like this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe as well. Thanks again to Jeremy for setting me the Dua hits. So we got a lot more. We got Bois Oud. We got Purple Sapphire. We got a bunch more. Thanks to all our friends that are sending us the Duas. They're really great to compare. I enjoy them. And I see exactly what's going on now. So you don't have to really look at like the imagination of like, this is in steroids, this is better than this because of this. It's not even about that. I think it's about, Dua engineering their stuff for their consumers so they can enjoy it like that. And, the originals are the originals. You know what I mean? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Troy D. God bless and take care.